Mike Emanuel over there in the Capitol, thank you. So let's bring in Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming, Republican Senate Conference Chair. That'll be some meeting between Senator Schumer and Senator McConnell, if and when they sit down. What is your view of things so far today?
Well, number one is, if they view the Senate as a jury, Mitch McConnell will be foreman of that jury. The idea of Nancy Pelosi wanting to hold the articles of impeachment, to me, is laughable. And actually, we were kind of joking about it at lunch today, a Republican conference, about this idea that they rushed to have this impeachment vote because the articles of impeachment say that it's dangerous to have the president even in office, but that they want to hold it for a year. That's fine with me. The Democrats they've been trying really to overturn the last election. Now they're trying to undermine the 2020 election. They have been obsessed with impeachment, and you know this, from day one. They have been out to get President Trump. They don't like him. They've never liked him. Can't believe he beat Hillary Clinton. And now this is just one more step in the process. And finally, you may have heard some of the Democrats said, and this won't be the last, like they may do it again between now and November.
That is their constitutional right, and it's her constitutional right to hold it, I guess, if she wants. But what does that do to their argument about fairness? Because one of the things the Democrats are saying is that the Senate, because of Mitch McConnell and the Republicans, would not be fair, and they would not have an impartial trial over there in the Senate. But they're also talking about fairness when it comes to wanting witnesses at the trial. And we have 4 of them here. This is Schumer's list. He wants John Bolton and Mick Mulvaney, the chief of staff, and then 2 OMB staffers. That's what they're calling fair.
Well, there was nothing fair about what happened in the House. You know that. Your viewers know that. No due process for the president throughout the process. He wasn't able to call witnesses, to have his own attorneys there. So nothing that we've seen has been, in the House at least, has been fair. What they've come up with evidence, no crimes. They have not really even impeaching on evidence of a crime. So the evidence is very flimsy, and the support for what the House has done is falling dramatically, and specifically in the battleground states. So the Democrats are going to be debating tonight in Los Angeles. What we're going to be hearing from them, of course, are very leftist views, I think dangerous Democrat socialist views, and they're going to be condemning the president. But the only way they can possibly beat him in terms of re-election, I think, is by trying to undermine him by impeachment, because none of those candidates on the stage, in my opinion, can hold a candle to what Donald Trump's been able to accomplish for this country with the economy, with jobs, and with wages.
Can I just jump in and ask you, do you have a particular opinion on whether the trial, if it comes over to the Senate, should be something you try to get done quickly, or does it matter to you? Do the Republicans feel like this is actually not hurting them at all, and maybe they could just ride this train for a while?
Well, what matters to me is that we do the work that we're elected to do with the work of the American people. Look, I'd like to get USMCA in place, in action. I want to focus on, I'm the chairman of the committee that oversees roads and bridges and infrastructure and highways. We have work to do there that the House has been blocking because of this obstruction approach that they've done over the last year, because of their obsession with impeachment. We need to lower the cost of prescription drugs.
But they're going to do trade today, right?
That, to me, is the issue.
On the House side, they'll do USMCA.
And if they hold up impeachment, I'm ready to do USMCA in the Senate. So the more time we spend
you would hold up USMCA in the Senate if they hold impeachment?
Whatever we can get. I'm happy to get USMCA and move to that directly if Nancy Pelosi wants to hold up impeachment. We have work to do for the public. Impeachment has slowed that process down dramatically, and people see that at home. They say, why are they wasting their time on this when the election is coming up in November?
I always love home state, Wyoming. I got to ask, what are you hearing from home?
Well, people in Wyoming clearly are very happy with what the president has done in terms of America and our presence around the world, in terms of what we've done at home. He was with our troops, with the Wyoming National Guard over on Thanksgiving in Afghanistan, on the stage with the Wyoming Guard, who said, "Powder River, let her buck," and you'll understand exactly what that means.
Absolutely.
Dana. The people at home are supportive of the president. They think he got a raw deal in the House. They see this as completely partisan, completely political, and we need to end it, and we need to end it in a way that is respectful of the process. Here's the evidence that the House wants to present. Here's the defense from the White House, and then votes.
All right. Well, no doubt you're anxious to get back to Wyoming, too. So have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Senator John Barrasso.
And to you.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.